Hi Taurus, welcome to Free Your Spirit Healing. This is going to be messages for you for your highest good for the month of November 2025. Oh, you might have a few differences of opinion to sort through, or some misunderstandings coming into November. Trying to get everyone on the same page with the action that's being taken. And there might be some kind of temporary block to peaceful solution. Ooh. What are you dealing with, Taurus? But someone of the group cuts something out, or one of the people, that it could be you or another party, someone cuts something or finishes or stops very directly, and it puts an ending to the craziness, which I feel that that's in your favor as well, because it's pushing you to look at what you put your work and effort into. There may be a soulmate involved in that, or a lover coming in for you to decide which direction to take personally in terms of who you give your heart to. Or there also may have been, there may be some kind of ending for someone who's had conflict in their life. So if in November you find that everything's peaceful in your world, then what I said at the beginning would refer to someone coming in to tell you that they've not had a peaceful resolution to their situation, and that they had to leave, and that they want to put the hard work in, or do what it takes. That's what I heard. Do whatever it takes to build up their finances, or to gain their finances, to come towards you, to make a decision of the heart. Some kind of soulmate. So the lovers can also be a soulmate that's not someone that you're lovers with. It can be someone who's a soul kin to you. So it could be a dear friend, a close friend. It could be a family member, but it's someone who you have some kind of soul tie with, or connection that feels very very unexplainable, or very glue-like. You're drawn to each other, and you share a form of intimacy. It could be emotional intimacy that you don't necessarily have with other people. So it's something that you are drawn to with what you share with this person, and they are wondering if they are enough, and they see you as independent and together, affluent. I heard affluent. They also acknowledge that you have your own cross to bear, and I think they watch you, and they are at a loss for words, literally, in how you move through the world. Like they can't explain it. They don't know how you do it. That's what it is. Taurus, you are a force to be reckoned with, and your luxury qualities, or your take no bullshit attitude, it pays off. It shows. I've got new cards, and They are taking their time. So it's funny because I thought that the fact that my cards were really old and long in the tooth was why everything was being slow. But Spirit has its own way of, wow, revealing stuff. Oh, wow. I feel like this person feels they have a destiny with you, and they haven't had a healing resolution within themselves. Oh, so this conflict could be within themselves as well. And they haven't had that. That's been delayed because they've made other choices and taken their time almost too much. But the time that they're taking is that they know they need to work on themselves. It's looking at what they need to sacrifice. And so when they look at what they need to sacrifice and they have like epiphany moments about it, they feel like they can't reach that somehow. They feel like there's a block to their ultimate desire or fantasy. There's something blocking, or there's something for them yet to look at that they're not looking at. And it might be to do with their purpose and what they're meant to achieve. Or maybe they feel they can't achieve what they need to achieve in order to make some kind of proposition to you, or to spend time with you or be with you, and that's ultimately what they want. But it's almost like they've been blocking, or they've had to cut things out. They may have it may be that the arguments and fights that they have in their head translate into the real world through other people, and so they are they've got quite a lot of healing to do. And November has them contemplating and looking at all that. Let's see what's going on for you, Taurus, because it looks like this person wants to they want to come towards you. They want to be connected or reunited with you. But there's some kind of ending. It might be an ending to something that they've done a lot of work on. So there might have been an ending to some kind of job. And now they're looking at how they can get more money so that they can do something. This might be someone at a distance from you. And it's almost like they know the action that they have to take. But the action that they have to take, they are very fearful of, or they have to guard and preserve what they have already established in their work. And so it feels like they feel bound and stuck where they are protecting. That's what it is. They're protecting what they have achieved. And they see you moving on, or they think that. They also, there's a kind of fantasy element here where they fantasize about traveling to you and coming to you. But they've had a lot that they've needed to walk away from. There may have been some kind of circumstances or lessons that they learned in their work that they needed to walk away from. And and they recognize that by staying in it and not walking away, it's made them sacrifice more. It's made them sacrifice a kind of dream that they may have had that's connected to you. And if it's a lover, it's probably a dream of settling down with you. And if it's a a strong friend, soulmate. It could be also to do with your work or with their work, or where the two meet in terms of what you do for a living, or it could be something that you do in your spare time. It could be a hobby or something that you both enthuse about. And they may see that because they have chosen other things, that they've kind of self-sabotaged some kind of aspirational dream life that could have come to fruition. So November, it seems like the person you're connecting with, it's like their energy is strong in this read. Like they want to tell you this, or they want to get through to you somehow, so they've led you to watching this video, kind of thing. But I feel like I'm not really telling you anything you don't already know. I think that there's been someone around for a while who feels that they haven't got enough, or that they're not able to react or respond, or respond and come towards you in the way that you would like. And in that time, or in November, I feel like you are upgrading again. You've walked away from this, or you are more in your power than previous. It's like you're really stepping into your power and surrounding yourself with the things that you need. And you've in fact let go of some kind of fantasy or dream or idea, some kind of fantasy that you also shared or had with this person, and you've let go of it. And you're looking to work with or offer something to someone who takes action. Wow, that's very clear. Someone who's ready to meet you where you're at, so that you're not doing it on your own anymore. And so that can also even apply if you're married or in a relationship. It can be that you also still lead separate lives, or you feel unsupported in some way. So whoever this is, you've not felt supported by them. And in November, you are fervently supporting yourself and taking the steps that you need to get your own needs met. And it looks like something's progressing with this person, where they are almost, it's like they're ready to look at it now, or ready to take on the responsibility that they need to in some way. And they want a happy, joyful outcome, of course. And so do you. And I feel like you are creating your own world, your own universe. And you've put like an end to you've put an end to accepting less than, or end to accepting someone's lack of effort. And you recognize that they can only meet you where they're at. Like that's that's the imbalance that you've been working through. And woohoo, Wheel of Fortune. So with the Sun and the World, that feels like you've gained even more clarity around why things have played out the way they have. If you look at what you were feeling about your situation this time last year, or like 3 years ago or 5 years ago, right now it feels very different. From your perspective is very different. You have a lot more insight, and so your decision-making process is different, and what you will accept is different. So, and what you won't accept is different. Let's see what spirit animal you're working with in November. Yeah, Empress, that's you, Taurus, in all your beautiful glory, surrounded by luxuries. You surrounding yourself with luxuries, living luxuriously and pampering yourself. I always prefer the word pamper to the word spoil. People talk about spoiling and it makes me think of something going off. So I think words are important. Which words we use. What is this? Ooh, you might be connecting with a Pisces in November. Fish. Oh, this is about you getting to a stage where you have you're feeling more, but you have more control over your emotions. So you're able to contain yourself, even though you notice how the moon cycles can affect your mood or affect your hormones or that kind of thing, especially if you're a woman, but if you're a man as well. The moon cycles, they pull the oceans and the seas, the tides, and humans have a lot of percentage of water, so we are pulled and influenced by those planetary influences. And fish is a water creature, so getting pulled around by the emotions connected with the planet and the moon and the cycles of the planets and how they're affected. But I feel like you've self-mastered in a way that aspect, and that's the mastering you're doing in November. Self-mastery over emotions. Wow, that wanted to jump out. Oh, how interesting. Confront. And there's a moon in that one too. So well, that's a funny message. I just got the message that it would behoove you to look at the moon cycles and calendar of when the moon is new and when it's full, and choose the right time to confront someone, to talk to them. Maybe it's better in the new moon time, because that can bring out shadow aspects, but it's also a kind of a gentler approach, whereas a full moon is like full on in your face and is very intense. Apparently, statistics show that there's more crime committed on a full moon than any other time, and that may be because the moon creates shadows so that people hide easier. But it's also to do with the intensity of it, and it's like a driving force as well. And often people can't sleep around a full moon. I know I struggle a little bit to sleep around a full moon. So new moons, when they're small and or not there, the planet's slightly darker because it's not illuminated, but it can also bring up the things that we've been hiding. So you might be doing some confronting towards someone who you feel has wronged you in some way, or it may be to do with confronting this situation that you have going on, or it may be to do with confronting yourself, your own shadow, looking at things that happened to you when you were younger and seeing how they're impacting you now, and seeing what you can do to change that, and maybe integrate or walk through that portal where it's the portal that you choose that's the opposite of the trauma that you remember. So you reshape your reality moving forwards. You can do that. Wow, that's a beautiful card. And that's number 18. And 1 and 8 is 9. And 9 is like near completion, or it's completion. It can also be letting go. So you may also be letting go of some some memories from your childhood that aren't serving you, those patterns. You might be undoing that with some kind of somatic work, or seeing a therapist, or like uncovering things like that will really help you in November. Wow, that one wants to come out. That was a beautiful card to get. Self-love. So yeah, self-love is, as it says, it's loving yourself, but the ways that you love yourself is really important for your growth. So I feel like linking in with the confront and what I was saying about having a therapist help. Oh, and there's a little kid. I didn't see that before. So it must be to do with experiences you had when you were younger, and maybe giving them love, giving those experiences love, and healing those experiences within yourself, and investing in yourself by seeking out someone who you can work with, who can reflect those things back to you, like a somatic therapist, for example, or what's that other one called? It's like there's a brain training one where you look at something that goes to both sides of the brain. I can't think what it's called, but if you know what it's called, let me know in the comments, please. Not EMDR. Maybe? I don't know. Let me know. I would love to hear from you, Taurus. So please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you so desire, I do these readings once a month. So I'm consistent with that, but I don't bombard you with anything else. Because I also have other things to be going on with. But thank you for staying with me and for enjoying this time with me. And I hope that you've got something from this reading that gives you even more strength for November. And have a good one.